GB cycles with update on January the 20th. So this last few days we entered the bullish phase of my 4-week cycle and we got the pop. And here my cycles are kind of messy. We had the 4-week cycle being stable for a long period and then it changed around August. I assumed it just shifted by a couple of days, and I've been using that shifted cycle, but now actually I have calculated the new cycle here in green. So let's clean up a little bit, and yeah, that's the new cycle from now on. And we see the pop started just around where it was supposed to. So I have my red scenario here, and I will change that, update it. We have the 10-week cycle down here, and it looks like that was a 10-week cycle low. So it was like this. That's the 10-week cycle. It ended at this point, and we have started a new 10-week cycle, and it should end around mid-March, it seems. So this this is my new scenario updated for this 10-week cycle. So a bit more upside this coming week, and we go down and up. You see, it's possible it could end at this point, and we go down. So yeah, so this is the current 10-week cycle, and we'll see where it ends, how bullish it is. So zooming out the bigger picture, I believe in a 28-year cycle. The 28-year cycle is topping, and it makes a low in about 10 years. And when zooming in, we have the 3.5-year cycle in green. It is bullish for all this year. So in blue I have the inflation adjusted S&P. So we are not making an all-time high when we adjust for inflation, but I think, yeah, we could make a double top around Christmas late this year. That should be the bull market top, and then we should have a pretty bad bear market, I think, and mostly going sideways down the next 10 years. So let's zoom in on the S&P daily data, my wavelets, and yeah, this red scenario, it did not play out. It was the black scenario, and it's generally this waveform, and we should be around this point now. So looking at my blue wavelet, it's going up. It's too soon to look for a top, but I think a bit more upside, a pullback, and then maybe the final top. And you know, I had this primitive tool for finding lows, putting it at the purple wavelet top, and then I look for a low around this point. And you know, that worked. In hindsight, that was just a couple of days from the low. So right now we do not have any signs of you know, suggesting we should look for a top. It's too early. And when looking at some cycles, so the 17 and the 34-week cycle is suggesting bull market all this year and bull market top around December. We are a bit out of phase with this 17-week cycle. This low got shifted. It was later than ideal. This next low was also shifted, and the low in October was shifted, and the next low I think will also be shifted, and it will be around late February or early March. We have the quarterly cycle and the more dominant 6-month cycle. It suggests a low around March and September, so a low around March. The cycle is going up, topping around February and down into a low around March. We have the 10-week cycle. Here we have also been getting out of phase with the ideal cycle, but we see now a bit of a stable pattern that we are making lows around this mid-cycle low. A low around the mid-cycle low, a low around the mid-cycle low, so perhaps the next one also is at the same point. And that brings us to around early March. Let's have a look at the hourly data. Dow Jones Industrial. So Dow Jones has followed my scenario pretty well, just doesn't want to produce any downside. So let's remove that one. And we have the 2-week oscillation, and we see this 2-week oscillation started a bit early, a couple of days early. But I think that can be explained by market losing 2 trading days right after New Year and Monday previous week, so that has shortened this oscillation. And right now we are, just in the middle of this bullish phase of the 2-week oscillation. It is generally bullish all this coming week, and I have drawn a new scenario in black here, generally going up coming week, then a week going down, and a week going up into around February the 8th. That could be the top. We could say crash down. I don't expect anything very bearish, but some kind of correction into around March. It could start around February the 8th, but more likely just another minor pullback consolidation, and then perhaps the final top around February the 22nd. So that brings us back to my 4-week cycle. The VIX I showed last week, the VIX wavelet suggested this was a 10-week cycle low, and yeah, that's my opinion. It was a very bullish 10-week cycle, hardly any pullback at the end. And now it looks like we have started a new 10-week cycle. I think it will be less bullish and more sideways, but we are just in the starting phase of it, so we should not look for a top before mid-February or end of February. So this is the February 8th top, possible top. We could go down from there, or we extend all the way to around February the 22nd, and then we have a pullback correction into mid-March. Yeah, hope this is helpful, and see you in the next video.